All right, welcome back everyone. Dr. Ben, Not a Real Doctor here. And I've been having some knee pain for a little while. It's mostly in my right leg, and it's related to the fact that my right leg is considerably tighter than my left leg. Anytime you have tightness in a leg, in a hip, ankle, any of that stuff, it's gonna create extra shear force and compression force across your joint. And in my case, that's my right leg. It's been going on for about a year, and I've kind of been putting it off, and now I'm in the process of sort of rehabbing. I just want to share with you some of the things that I'm doing to help loosen up my right leg and get things back the way they're supposed to be. I do foot exercises and lower leg stretches, stuff like that. I'm not going to include that in this video because I've done that a whole bunch of times. I'm going to put that a link to that video somewhere up in this magical region or this magical region and down in the details below. So hit up that link if you want to see that stuff. Other than that, I'm going to share 5 resistance stretches to help loosen up your leg. I'll show the order I'm doing and give details on how to do them. And we'll just move right through these real quick so you can start applying them in your workouts. And then I'll come back and follow up with my recommendations on how many reps, how many sets, stuff like that at the end. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to share the 5 stretches. These are resistance stretches that I'm using to loosen up my right leg and get the pressure off my left knee or my right knee and get everything working the way it's supposed to. So these are all going to be done laying down on the ground. I'm going to show you the sequence that I do them in. There's no reason you can't mess with this sequence if you want to. So as I said, this is a resistance stretch, and the first one I'm going to do is going to be a stretch for the glute and the outside of the leg. So I'm going to place my right foot against my left knee. And the way this is going to work is I'm going to actively push my right leg towards the ground while I pull my left knee towards my chest. It's important to remember to keep pushing with your right leg as you're pulling. That's going to help you keep from pulling things and hurting things. Also, work with the range of motion you've got. Don't try and force your leg to be really open. If you're right here, you're right here. Don't try and force anything. So get in position, grab behind your left knee, push your right leg towards the ground away from you, and pull your left knee towards your face. So it's going to look like this. Push down and pull. And remember to keep tension on the whole system, okay? And just slowly move through the stretch. Okay, so that is the first stretch I'm using. The next one I'm going to show is just for your hamstring. All right, this should be, I'm going to turn because otherwise I might roll backwards downhill. So for this one, you can have your left leg up, down, wherever you want it to be, whatever's comfortable for you. You're going to straighten your right leg, lay back, and you're going to grab behind your right knee or a little above. And what you're going to do is you're going to kick your right leg down towards the ground. And at the same time, you're going to use your hands to pull your leg towards your chest. All right? So from this position, reach up. I'm going to grab just below my knee. I'm going to kick my leg towards the ground. And then I'm going to pull my right leg towards my face at the same time. Just like before, keep tension, keep pushing towards the ground. It doesn't have to be 100% effort. And then pull your leg towards you. This is going to make your hamstrings contract as they lengthen. Okay? So it looks just like this. Keep kicking towards the ground and pull towards your face. All right, so that's stretch number 2. Stretch number 3, we're going to start working with our legs going out to our outside and then across. So first we're going to do towards our outside, which would be abduction. So just like before, this is going to have a 2-fold push. So your ankle is going to try and push towards your butt. At the same time, your knee tries to come across your body. All right, you're going to place your left hand on the inside of your right knee, and you're going to reach on the inside and grab the inside of your right heel. And as I said, I'm going to try and kick my heel towards my butt. At At the same time, I try and push my knee across my chest. And then what I'm gonna do is pull my leg. So pull my leg into extension. At the same time, I push my knee out away from me. So it's gonna look like this. Again. And one more time. Okay. Stretch number 4, we're gonna do the opposite of what we just did. So we just did abduction going to the outside of our body. Now we're gonna do adduction coming across to the inside of our body. So it's gonna look very similar. You're still gonna be kicking your foot towards your butt, but now what you're gonna be trying to do is bring your leg across to the outside. So you're gonna reach with your left hand over the top of your right foot and grab the outside of your right ankle. Your right hand is gonna go on the outside of your knee. I'll show this one from the other side too. And then what you're gonna do is pull your leg into extension. At the same time, you push your leg across your chest. It's gonna look like this. I'll show it a couple times on this side and a couple sides from the other direction. Again. And just so you guys can see what's going on the outside here. All right, so that is stretch number 4. And the last one I'm gonna show here is a stretch for the quads and a little bit into the hip flexors. This one does require a little bit of balance. You may want something to hold on to with your offhand just to help you steady. Also, you're gonna be putting some pressure on your knee, so you might want a cushion down here to keep from your knee driving into a hard surface. So you're gonna get into a split squat position. You're gonna lean real far forward. You're gonna bring your foot up into your hand, all right? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna try and kick your leg down towards the floor. At the same time, you're pulling it up towards your butt. And then you're just gonna rock back so that you come up into as vertical a position as you can. Just like before on all of these, do not force anything. This is building mobility over time, not forcing mobility in a single session. So it's gonna look like this. Kick down into your hand and come up at the same time you pull your hand towards your butt. All right, so a few things to look out for, especially on that one, is watch what the angle of your foot is doing. You don't want to get into a situation where your foot's all jacked up. You could hurt yourself. If you are concerned about this, you can grab a little bit lower down here on your actual shin and just eliminate that until you're more comfortable with it. Okay, so those 5 stretches are the ones that I am using to loosen up my right leg and get things moving, take the pressure off my knee joint, and get things working the way it's supposed to. Remember to check out the foot and lower leg stuff I shared, because I feel like that's an overlooked contributing factor to knee pain. Loosen up your lower leg, get your feet working the way they're supposed to. It takes the pressure off your knee. So as far as number of reps, I like to do between 5 to 10 reps of these, because this is a resistance stretch. If you're not used to it, it can make you very, very, very sore. So start on the low end, 5 reps, 5 to 10 once you get used to it. I would also recommend starting with a single set of each of these, working your way up to maybe going through the whole sequence 3 times. And you should be able to do that every day. Don't do these exercises right before a heavy workout. These exercises, because they are resistance stretches, mess with your proprioception. That means your body doesn't know exactly where you are in space. It can't quite feel where your legs are accurately until your brain catches up with the new range of motion. So you can do these and then go for a walk or do a light workout, but don't go try and set a PR on a deadlift or a squat because there's a good chance you will get hurt. But try to work these in every day, especially before a walk, because the walk will help reset your neurology and adjust to the new position and help your muscles maintain their new length. Give this 30 days and see how you feel. See if there's a big difference. I'm doing this mostly on my right leg only just because it's so much tighter than my left leg, but there is absolutely no reason why you can't do both legs. I'm just trying to catch one up to the other. You don't have to do the same thing. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Smash that thumbs up if you liked the video. Share the video with your friends if you know somebody who could use this. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And until next time, keep your life in motion.